Morning, everyone. I wanted to share with you my blessing here. My dad surprised me. It's a used car, but he bought it for me. I was driving the truck. This is a 96 Ford Taurus wagon. Let me swing around here. This is the truck I've been driving for several years. I love the truck. It has no air conditioning, and the heat really gets to me. But you suck it up and do what you gotta do, right? So I've been making do with that. I love it. I'll miss driving it. But I have air conditioning. I am so happy I have air conditioning. And it's so much fun. I crank it up. I turn the radio on and the antenna comes up from here. Zoop. So snazzy. It needs a little work. It needs a paint job. I'll get it done eventually. Save up my money to fix it up good. But at least now I have AC. So good things do happen. And I am so grateful for this. I've been crying for a couple days off and on. I'm so touched that he did that. Total surprise. Had no idea he had this in the works. It's another hot day dawning. I'm going to try to get back into doing these morning videos. That seems to be the best time for me to get a video out, to just share my thoughts. And I'm over here in the driveway, so I'm in the shade. Love the trees. I'm working bit by bit on trimming the limbs underneath so that it's easy to ride under on the ride mower to cut the grass. But it just looks better. I've got a mess up here to clean around my loblolly pines. I have two that I had planted many years ago, one at each front corner of the property. Let's see if I don't know if I can zoom in here. Ooh, there we go. A jungle has taken root at the base of both of them, so I need to get that trimmed back. And there's my baby, Shadow. Come here, come here, come here, Shadow. You just gonna stare at me? You gonna come over here? Come here, come here. Goofy dog, come here. Shadow, come here. He's just looking around. You ignoring me? Are you ignoring me? Come here, come here, come here. Here he comes. There's my buddy. There's my baby. That's my Shadow. That's Mama's boy right there. That's Mama's boy. Yeah. It's okay. Now let me go explore. Do my doggy thing. Just enjoying the morning. You know, we're all being hammered one way or the other, seems like. This virus is... For somebody like me, with my issues and my daddy's issues, and being in the medical field, I know how serious and legitimately dangerous this is. It's horrifying. I live with that constant need to protect myself, my patient, and my family. It's not easy. It's really not easy, but we're all dealing with it. Tennessee has gone back into the spike again. But on Twitter, 'cause I don't talk about my Twitter here. That's more where I get my political stuff out. So I don't dump it on you guys. I'm very, very political. But I try to keep it separate. You know, there's no way to keep it totally separate because it's part of who I am. I'm very, very passionate about a lot of things. But I'm choosing right now to try to start each day with a positive focus. Because this world, it's a mix of good and bad, of light and dark. And you can get so immersed in all the challenges and the evil and the darkness and so on and so forth that it just totally drags you down. You have to find balance. You have to. For your own mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. It's every bit as important as food, as air, as water. We're not one-dimensional beings. Every one of us have many layers to who we are. And all those layers need attention. You start ignoring one aspect of yourself, you're going to suffer. Speaking for myself, the past 2 years, they've been a roller coaster ride emotionally. Yesterday was the 2-year anniversary of my mother's death. So my mother has officially been dead for a full 2 years now. And yet it seems like only yesterday when they were carrying her out of here. But I can say that now and not crumble into tears. This is what time does for you. If you will do the work of working through your grief, your pain, of evaluating yourself and your life. It's what we all need to do. You know, I've seen people putting up videos talk about doing shadow work. And it's a good term for it. For me, I think it's just all self-work. It's because we're not all shadow, we're not all light, we're a mix. And there's not a clearly defined light. This is light and this is shadow. We're a mix. We are a mix. And I think that in order to feed the best in ourselves, we have to embrace the worst. Everybody has their Achilles heel, their challenges, areas that they're weakest in. Mine is about the political stuff. It's the anger in me, the frustration of not being able to fix what I see is so horribly wrong and is costing thousands of lives. And that ignites in me a righteous rage when I know things should have been done, could have been done. And how many tens of thousands of human beings would still be alive right now. Things like that are what get me. It's stuff like that that just tears me up. I miss my mama so much. Even though sometimes we fought like cats and dogs. We did in the last few years, mainly because I just hushed. I just loved her and just let her be who she is. And accepted that she would never accept me for who I am. It was just the way it was. And I figured I just love her enough for the both of us. That's the choice I made. Because I love my mama. Always have, always will. Sometimes that's what you have to do, I guess. Just live and let live. I think all of us maybe have that urge to want to control. And maybe that's what the Buddhists try to get us to understand. To just live, to be in the moment. Maybe that's what it means. You do what you can, but then just let go. Don't obsess. When there are things that we can't change, except there's a reason, we don't know everything. We're divine sparks of the divine flame. We are not the divine flame. We're the sparks of the flame. Within us, each of us dwells a spark. A divine spark of that divine flame. The spark is not going to have all the knowledge. Our minds could not contain the knowledge of the universe. We're finite in these bodies. And maybe that's another lesson of life. To learn how to accept and live with certain limitations. To enjoy life where you're at. To bloom where you are planted. And make your choice. Are you going to plant weeds or are you going to plant flowers? And things around us can be dark or light a lot of times depending on our point of view. How we choose to view them. There are hidden opportunities for joy and good things everywhere we look if we can see them. Learn to be grateful for what we do have. We take so much for granted. We're spoiled. Even poor people like me. At least I do have a roof over my head. That's not my house. It's Mom and Daddy's house, even though Mama's gone. But this end of it I paid for. This end of it I paid for. I have a roof over my head. I have a home. I have a place to call home. There are pity people out there that don't have any place to call home. They're homeless. Be grateful. Even if you're living in a trailer. I think trailers are cute. I think they're kind of fun. It's like a dollhouse, you know? It's your point of view. See things in a different way. Change your perspective. Maybe that's my message for today, for myself and anybody listening. Change your perspective. Forget about the politics, even if it's just for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Listen to that. Listen to the birds, children playing, a couple of houses down laughing. Little tiny breeze ruffling the leaves, birds singing, insects chirping away. Cars going down the road, people headed to who knows where. And breathe. Close your eyes and just breathe. Just be. Just exist for a few moments. Let go of all of your thinking, of your whole list of what you need to do and need to go do that, need to go there and get this done. Just stop. And just be. And be grateful for this moment. And take it with you for the rest of the day with a heart of gratitude. I wish all of you love, blessings beyond measure, good health. And may your heart be filled with joy and happiness. Be safe. And until next video, love you all. Bye for now.